Spurs. This geography revision video is based on the upper course of the river. So we've got it's the top third of where the river will have started. What is it like up there? Well, it's going to be an area of high land, because we know that's where the water is going to collect. If you remember when we went to Epping Forest, this is the area we visited first of all, where we looked at the different types of geology. We went to an area where there was quite boggy land, and that was the source. That's where all the rainwater had collected and was the start of the river. It's quite steep, we've got quite steep valleys. The river is going to be very narrow because it's not matured yet, it's not got very wide, so it's going to be very narrow. There's going to be a high bed load, which means there's going to be lots of rocks that are falling into the river, and it's carrying quite a large load with the bed load. The river is also going to be very shallow because there won't have been chance for any erosion to happen yet. The river is also going to be a lot slower than it perhaps would be in the lower course, and that's because there's not very much water to give her its energy yet. Okay, so what features are there? Well, the first feature is a V-shaped valley, and this just means that the river is flowing through an area that's got two hills either side of it that make a V shape, like you can see in the red with the red lines. And that's because vertical erosion is causing the river to erode downwards. Okay, so it's coming to find its lowest course so that it's not travelling uphill, it's going to go downstream. Interlocking spurs, that's simply where the river is meandering through the different hillsides that are coming down. It's trying to carve its path through, so you can see that the hillsides are locking into each other, and that's because the water is traversing in and out of these different hillsides. We get waterfall, so this is an example of high force waterfall along the River Tees, which is your case study for how a river changes from source to mouth. And we get gorges. These happen once a waterfall has retreated and eroded a part of the land. So an exam question that you might get in relation to the upper course of the river would be how is a waterfall formed, or you might be asked to describe some of the features found in the upper course of the river, which is what we've just looked at. So when we're looking at how a waterfall is formed, you're going to find that the water is travelling over hard rock. The softer rock, which is underneath it, is going to start getting eroded by hydraulic action and abrasion because the water is falling quickly over the hillside, and it starts to make the rocks flick back upwards and hit the soft rock, and it erodes it over time. It's kind of like cliff retreat, and you get this undercutting part where the top of the hard rock is no longer supported by the soft rock that used to be underneath it. So this hard rock is going to fall off, and it's actually going to collapse into the water. This is going to keep happening, and you're going to find that the water is going to now flow over the new hard rock. It's going to hit the base of the river. Those rocks that were in the plunge pool are going to start to flick up again, and they're going to take away or erode through hydraulic action and abrasion part of the soft rock. There's some keywords that I've written at the base of this slide. You can use those keywords to explain how a waterfall is formed for 4 marks. So you need to make sure that you're making 4 points. If you want to pause the video now, give yourself 4 to 5 minutes maximum. Good luck. Okay, so how did you do then? Well, to be able to get a model answer for those full 4 marks, you need to say that the river flows over hard and soft rock. The soft rock is going to be much easier to erode, so as hard rock creates an overhang. The hydraulic action and abrasion erodes the soft rock, which causes a plunge pool to happen, and the bits of rock in the plunge pool flick up and they hit the soft rock and start to erode it. So the hard rock is going to collapse as it's not supported anymore. The waterfall is going to retreat or move back up the river, eventually creating a steep-sided gorge. Thank you very much. I hope this has been useful. It should have explained to you how a waterfall is formed. Thank you.